Well, friends of a man who was killed by Henry County police say police never should have taken the deadly rifle shot. Earl Eubanks was armed with a handgun when he was killed after a 20-minute standoff with police last December.
Well, our I-Team obtained a cell phone video that captured that emotional face-off. And senior I-Team reporter Dale Russell spoke with friends of the Marine. Dale?
Yeah, very interesting, Sinead. Earl Eubanks' friends say they've never seen him act the way he did during that police standoff, and they believe they know why he was so distraught.
He was just an overall good person, good dad.
Latasha Horton and Marcus Thompson want you to know that what you think you know about Earl Eubanks is all wrong.
Generous, kind, caring, funny, a great person, a great human being.
Latasha Horton served in the Marine Corps with Eubanks. Marcus Thompson worked side by side with him in an IT department. Both say Earl Eubanks had one big love in his life, his daughter.
Very, very, very loving. I mean, he didn't want to be without her. He was just, everything was for Zoe. His whole life was for Zoe.
Come up there, welcome up there. Drop the gun.
They both believe that love for his daughter is ultimately the reason Earl Eubanks snapped last December 13th. When they saw the cell phone video of Eubanks' standoff with police and a Fox 5 I-Team report, they were stunned.
I've never seen him like that, ever. In the past 13 years, I've never seen it.
His friends say on the morning of the 13th, Eubanks came to work in Smyrna, then suddenly left. Eubanks, who had recently divorced, drove to Hampton, Georgia, where he confronted his ex-wife on this side street. Someone pulled a gun. Earl Eubanks was holding it when police arrived.
He was actually engaging her physically when the officers arrived.
An officer tased Eubanks, which then set off a nearly 20-minute long standoff. It was captured on a cell phone video by an eyewitness. The former Marine, now armed with a handgun, clearly distraught, refused to drop his gun, told officers he had lost his family and couldn't see his kid, and instructed them to shoot him.
It was devastating to see the amount of pain that he was in.
Latasha Horton says that pain can be traced to Eubanks' fear of losing his daughter.
I think that when you are tormented and relentlessly harassed the way that he was, it kind of takes a toll on you.
Ms. Horton says it was Earl Eubanks who wanted the divorce. She says Eubanks' ex-wife Stacy is white, and she believes after years of marriage, Earl Eubanks suddenly felt race had become an issue.
He felt that he wasn't allowed to see Zoe because he's black, and because every time he went over there, he wasn't welcome in their house.
I don't want to do that. I want you to drop your gun. You gotta do your job.
Latasha Horton admits Eubanks refused police orders to drop his gun, but says she believes his finger was never on the trigger and he never threatened police.
In the Marine Corps, we're taught that before you fire a weapon, you keep your finger straight and off the trigger until you are ready to fire. The whole time, his finger was straight and off the trigger.
Even she believes at the end, when a SWAT team officer shot and killed Eubanks as he held his gun down by his side. Neither friend believes it needed to end the way it ended.
Absolutely not. No, it was clear that at the moment he was not posing a threat. His arms were down. He was talking.
I mean, he never pointed his weapon at them. Never, the whole time, the whole video, from what I saw.
Now remember, the cell phone video that we have shows only one angle, and it didn't start until after Earl Eubanks had already been tased. So the altercation with his ex-wife was not captured. And police have other videos from body cams and dashboards. GBI, which is investigating the shooting, has all of them. Now, we reached out to Mr. Eubanks' ex-wife and got no return call. And finally, a note. Hampton police told us last week that Henry County crisis negotiator had been called to the scene but didn't reach the scene in time. Henry County police told us today that they never made such a call to the negotiator.
You can't help but feel terrible for everyone involved. It's very clear that the police did not want to shoot Mr.
Yeah,
Eubanks.
I mean, this went on, as you saw, for around 20 minutes after the tasing. So there was a tremendous amount of patience throughout this. We won't know until we see the final report from the GBI. What do all the camera angles capture? What do you see when you're looking from the dashboard camera from behind? What do you see when you're looking from the body camera?
Right.
What was the altercation with the ex-wife like? All of which plays into the mindset of the police who have him surrounded at that point in time.
Well,
At
Dale,
least the ones who were there for it.
yeah, we look forward to hearing those future details.
We'll follow it.
Thank you.
Thanks.